What's going on, everyone? We have to talk about Toshi because despite everything crashing in the market, Toshi did a small pullback as usual and now is continuing to the upside of this channel. We got to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it, guys. So we are up 8% in the last 24 hours in Toshi, 5.8% in the last hour. So Toshi's doing pretty good. 4.2% in the last 7 days, 16% in the last 14, 37% in the last 30 days, and 348% in the last year. So yeah, we can't complain. Toshi is doing well. The volume could be a little higher. It's at 64 million, but we're still up. So yep, 352 million inside of market cap. So let's talk about what we got going on Toshi. As you can see here, this is an ascending channel. Now, when you come into the ascending channel right here from the downside, let's see if we can enlarge this. So look, when you come into the ascending channel from the downside or from an uptrend, that is a bullish ascending channel. But when you come into the ascending channel from a downtrend, it could possibly be bearish. The only thing that concerns me is, did we technically come in here from the downtrend? Because it wasn't really from the downtrend. We kind of created a bottom, right? That was like a local bottom for Toshi, 0.000. That was like an all-time low. And then we bottomed out. So I feel like we started the ascending channel technically here, and now we're like going up rather than coming into it, breaking one of the lines here, and then starting like that. We didn't really start like that. We technically started from the very bottom. That's kind of how I'm seeing it here with Toshi. And I hope I'm right. And I hope Toshi breaks out soon, because as we go on inside of this channel here, it's squeezing. Look at how it's squeezing. It's coming in closer and closer. This is a sign that we're probably going to have a breakout in Toshi. So honestly, I think it's not too far-fetched to think that Toshi gets back to its previous all-time highs. So I kind of want to show a few things. This right here we are looking at now is the daily chart. So we are now at the daily chart. I'm going to go ahead and take off some of these little white lines here, so it'll be a little bit more clear, and then we'll bring them back as support levels. But before we take this one out, in the previous one, these are support levels. If we were to break out of this channel here, you want to look for 0.0005, 0.0005. That was some strong support for us. We did it twice. So I think that if we were to break the channel to the downside, that is where we would want to look at. It would be down here in this area right here. But I don't think we're going to go down like that. All right. I think that we're actually going to break out of this channel to the upside. I just, we don't know when. But we do have our MACD here. We're seeing less buying pressure, and we're also seeing less selling pressure. Or maybe we're about to see a lot of selling pressure, right? maybe it's building up. But either way, yeah, we are on an active pullback. But look, guys, after this channel, we have a huge possibility to break out. And other people are noticing that Toshi barely went down while everything else was down a lot. So, it's pretty impressive what Toshi did. Look, everything else down 10%, 20%. Toshi only 2%. And Toshi's like literally right back up. Is right back up again, literally. So a lot of other people are also noticing that Toshi is resilient against this market. So that's pretty good, and it's pretty bullish for Toshi in the long term. And yeah, we're still following the same pattern. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on this pattern here. I'll let you know in the near future what we're looking at. But as of right now, we are still bullish here in Toshi. On the 4-hour chart, it's a little bit better. So you can see the MACD, the buying pressure coming back in. It's almost like oversold pretty much on the 4-hour. And then you can also see the percent RA trend exhaustion just now bottomed out, and now it's coming back up. So there's a possibility again that we could see some type of push to the upside, possibly getting rejected up here, possibly. And then, still trying to get out of this area, right? But this channel, we've been trading in it for a long time, guys. So I'm not too worried about this. Toshi has one of the best structured channels right now in all of crypto. This is one of the best structured chart patterns that we're seeing inside of all of crypto, literally. Like it's really following it to a T. And it's really nice right now because it makes it extremely easy to track versus everything else. You got to put a little bit more work in when you're tracking everything else. But Toshi, really good. I see Toshi coming all the way up here to the previous all-time high. Let's bring it to the daily chart. But yeah, like I was saying, I see Toshi coming up here to the previous all-time high, 0.002. I think that's a really good level to watch out for. If Toshi breaks out from here, that's going to be a massive, massive pump, guys. It's going to be a massive pump. And just to put things into perspective, we're currently at 0.00083. So if I take this percentage bar and I bring it all the way up here to that previous all-time high, we're looking at 200%. So Toshi could be primed for a 200% pump after it breaks out of this channel. So that is going to be what you want to look for. 0.0025, let's just put it at that. It really is 24, but let's just say, for instance, you had 10,000 right now. Let's say 1,000. Most people are going to have about 1,000 to put in. So we can go ahead and we could take and divide it by that. That would give you 1.1 million coins of Toshi, and then you can multiply that by 0.0025, and that'd be 2,900. So that's still good. If that was 10,000, it'd be 29,000, and Toshi should be doing this pretty soon. So, you know, I wouldn't really be too worried about Toshi. Also, if you're wondering what the market cap would be at that level, we would just take our circulating supply and then multiply our circulating supply by our target price, which is 0.0025, which would bring Toshi to a $1 billion market cap. Toshi would be just now passing a $1 billion market cap. So I think this is a realistic target for Toshi right now. And it's a very easy trade, especially for people that have a lot of money. Like, let's say you got like $10,000, like turning 10,000 into 29,000. You know, that's kind of a big deal right there. That's a big deal, right? So we can definitely see something like that happening pretty soon. So I would say don't sleep on Toshi, and don't think that there can't be outliers in the market. Even though everything's down in the market, there's always an outlier. At this moment, Toshi's the outlier. Toshi's up while everything took a dump. Everything's trying to recover and come back. But look at everything in the last 7 days. Look at all this red in the last 7 days. So much red, right? This is a lot. This is a lot of red in the last 7 days. All these huge percentages. What about Toshi in the last 7 days? When you look at Toshi, up 4.2%, right? Still up 37% in the last 30, 16% in the last 14. So, and 8% in the last 24 hours. So yeah, Toshi is still doing good despite everything being down. So there is outliers in the market, and Toshi is one of those at the moment. And this is all I got though. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99, guys. And if you become a member of the channel, it's going to be good for you, because then you can recommend me going over whatever crypto or stock you want me to go over. Let's say you're doing a trade and you want to know where is a good entry or a good exit. Let me know and I'll make a video about it, guys. But you have to be a member of the channel, and it's only $9.99. So you're going to make that money back within your first trade. Anyways, this is all I got for you guys today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.